wabarakatuh. Nama saya adalah Deti Mulyani Asterina. Saya datang dari Kabupaten Tangerang. Saya mengajar di SMK Negeri 9 Kabupaten Tangerang. Saya adalah salah satu mahasiswa PPG 2020 Angkatan 1 Universitas Profesor Dr. Hamka. Ini adalah form registrasi saya. Baik, saya akan memulai kegiatan uji kinerja hari ini. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, how are you today?
I am fine, and you?
Fine. Okay. How about another? Is it okay today? Okay, I hope all of you are in good condition, yeah? Okay, please check your connections before we continue our lesson today. Okay, student, how about my voice? Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay, is it clear? You can hear my voice? All right, before we start the class, Muhammad Diki, would you please lead the prayer?
Thank you. Okay, friends, before we study, let's praying together. Praying begin.
Okay, finish, yeah? Okay, now don't forget to fill your attendance in Google Classroom by clicking the button. Okay, just now Miss already give you the link in WhatsApp group, so you have to fill the link by click the link given. Okay, student, although we only can meet by Zoom in Google Meet or in Zoom meeting, please keep spirits because education is the key to open the world and passport to the freedom. So don't give up and keep studying. Okay, student, last week we studied about narrative text, right? And we also already watched the video and you also already know the kinds of narrative text except legend. Do you still remember what is narrative text?
Narrative text is a text that entertains the reader of
listener. What is narrative text? Can you unmute your microphone, please? Can answer my question.
Narrative text is the entertain the reader or listener.
Okay. Narrative text is a text that entertain the readers or listener, ya. T-nya hilang ya, listeners. Okay. Now, what is differences between fable and legend?
Fable is the story about animal. Legend is a story about human.
Okay, that's the differences, ya. Fable about animal and legend about human. Okay, very good. And what about the structure of the legend? Do you still remember the structure of legend?
Yes, orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation.
Okay, very good. Orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. And now, how do you feel? Okay, how do you feel about after you read the legend?
We feel sad.
We feel sad.
Okay, you feel sad. Okay, because most of the story about sad ending, yeah. Okay, do you feel interest about the story? Okay, can you see the lesson goals? Okay, this is our lesson goals, yeah. After reading the PowerPoint text, student can explain the narrative text structure of the legend clearly. After student read two kinds of text, student can compare the differences and similarities of the two kinds of legend text. After reading the narrative text, student can conclude the narrative text related to folk legends correctly and thoroughly. And the last, based on the exercise given by the teacher, student can reconstruct the narrative text with the right structure and linguistic elements through the activity of reconstructing a sentence into a solid paragraph. Okay, that's our listen for today. Okay, now for your information, the competency of this material are very useful for you. You will know how to understand the text by scan and skim the text and compare the two kinds of narrative text. By understanding the text will help you to get the information of the text. Today we gotta learn how to understand the narrative text by scanning, skimming, and summarizing, and also to recognize the structure of the narrative text. Well, just now in WhatsApp group, I already divided you into 3 groups. Each group contains 11 or 12 students. You have to collaborate with your group to do some assignment. Okay, before we continue, and his son Onikichi. So what is it? What kind of the part of the structure of the text? Kohar, which one? Which one is the answer? Resolution, reorientation, complication, or orientation? Yeah.
Answer, orientation.
Okay, are you sure orientation? Okay.
Yes.
Bacanya answer ya, bukan answer. Oke. Answer.
Yes.
Wah-nya hilang. Answer.
Answer.
Okay. Orientation, is that true? Look at ya.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Very good. And then the second. A cold wind opened the door with a slam. Then the snow woman became one with the wind and vanished forever. So, which one? The orientation? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, look at ya. Okay, correct. Very good. Okay, next. Oyuki became noticeably sad. She said to her husband, I have always feared that you would one day break our promise. Okay. Which one is the answer? Iksan, do you want to answer, Iksan?
Yes, I want answer.
Which one?
It's complication.
Complication, is that true? Okay, look at yeah. Okay, correct. That's true.
Right.
Okay,
Yes,
very good.
That's good.
Next, because you have spoken of that day, it is no longer possible for me to live as a human. I will never forget you. Thank you for everything. Which one? The answer is?
Resolution.
Resolution. Okay, look at ya. Okay, correct. That's right. Okay, we finished do our quiz today. Let's do some quiz for warming up. Please do the best. I will give you 5 minutes to do it. Okay. I already give you multiple choice. We can say this is pre-test, yeah, before we continue our study. Okay, this is our pre-test, yeah. You can do this test for 5 minutes. Please do it now, from now. I will give you 5 minutes you to do it. Okay, the time is gone. Now please give attention of how to understand the text by reading. Okay, now I will explain to you to now the understanding the text by reading. Please give attention to me. Okay, the first is skimming, yeah. Skimming is reading strategy in which the learning process of reading is only done by skimming. For example, when reading the multiple choice to know your skill before the action today. I already give you the link in Google Classroom essays, article or chapters to find the essence of the reading. This reading technique is often defined as a reading learning activity that aims to extract the essence. So for skimming, you have to read the sentence, all the sentence in the text, but in the short time. The purpose of speed reading is for important information without reading the entire text, yeah, without reading the entire text. So for reading, you don't have to read the text, the entire text, okay? For example, when you want to find information about person names, dates, or to find the key to a concept into a certain group of informations. For example, Kohar wants to know the name from the story. So you have to only find the name, and then after you find the name, you don't have to read all the text anymore. Okay, and next, identifying the text type. Identifying the text type is an activity of identifying the type of text. The ability to communicate is essentially the ability to discourse, namely the ability of a person to understand and create discourse. So for identifying the text type, you can know what the type of the text. For example, the text is about narrative text or description text, or is it procedural? So this is very important for you to identify the text. And for the last is summarizing, okay? Summarizing is the activity of summarizing is to identify the main points of the text. So after you read the text, you can summarize the activity of summarizing, okay? Okay, that's all the way how to understand the text. I hope you can understand, and you can ask me if you still confused, student. Okay, now after that, I will explain about the structure of the text. Okay, please keep attention.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, yes, very miss. Good. It means to ensure that you can read. I'm afraid the connection is bad. Okay, the structure of the narrative text. This is, I will explain about the structure of narrative text, yeah. Okay, this is the 4 kinds of the structure of narrative text. The first is orientation, the second is complication, and the third resolutions, and the fourth reorientation. For orientation is the first part of narrative text, located at the beginning of the story or in the first paragraph. Okay, yeah, orientation is usually the first part of narrative text and located at the beginning of the story or in the first paragraph. And usually orientations written briefly and can answer the question who, what, where, and when. And the second is complication. Complication is the text part, is the next part of narrative text. Usually problem that rise in the section involve the main character of the text. So make sure that complications has the problems in here, yeah, and usually involve the main character of the text. And the third is resolution. Resolution is the next part of after complications. After all complication, always resolution. And resolution is the problems found in complications begin to resolve with various solutions. So in resolution, last is reorientation. Yeah, if orientation is usually in the first part, reorientations is usually in the last part of narrative text, and usually at the end of the story or in the last paragraph. This part usually contains useful message for readers related to the story. Okay, make sure that reorientation in last paragraph or the end of the story, and usually has useful message for readers related to the story. Okay, this is the structure of narrative text. Now let's see how about the sentence for the structure. Okay, the first is orientation. Okay, look at here. Usually orientation has the sentence is once upon a time in the cold Netherlands there lived an old logger named Shigesaku and his son Onikichi. Okay, for orientations you can see in here once upon a time as the time, yeah, when in the cold Netherlands. It means that where, okay? And there lived an old logger named Shigesaku and his son Onikichi. So this is can answer if the question who. Okay. Every year this is can answer the question when. Okay. This is orientations. And the second is complications. Okay, the sentence for complications, for example, I have always feared that you would one day break our promise. Oyuki, what are you saying? Before his eyes, Oyuki's clothes become the color of the snow. Okay, this is we can call complications because conflict will arouse. And then the third is resolution. Resolution is usually solution from the problem. So the solution is the snow woman became one with the wind and vanished forever. So, okay, this is the resolutions. And for reorientation, usually has the message, yeah. The message is, Onokichi felt sorry for breaking his promise. Now his beloved wife was lost forever. So for the message from the reorientation, we can see that not breaking promise. Okay, understand, student? Okay, that's about the structure of narrative text. I hope you can understand because no one of you asked me questions. Okay. Student, I have a video, but before I view this video, please prepare to answer the following question. Okay, please answer this question before I give you the video. Based on the tale of the bamboo cutter, what was the problem of the story? What the conclusions can be drawn from the story? What are the moral message from the story? Why is the mountain then called Mount Fuji? Okay, this is the question that you have to answer after I give you the video. Okay, now please take a look to the video from Japan, Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Please make collaborations with your group after the video. Please check it out.
Once upon a time, there lived an old man who made a living cutting down bamboo stalks and making them into items to sell on Etsy. One day, the old bamboo cutter came across a bamboo stalk that was shining at the base. His vast experience with bamboos told him they weren't supposed to shine like that, and so he cut it open. Inside was a little baby girl the size of his finger. The bamboo cutter rejoiced. He was currently childless. Surely this was a gift from the gods. And so he took the pinky-sized bamboo babe home to his wife and daughter anyways, and you couldn't get much better than these guys. Kaguya Hime argued at first, but being a good daughter, she finally consented. Kinda. She made a deal with her father. Sure, she had to marry, but she could choose who was worthy. She would give each of the 5 candidates a task to do. Whoever completes his task would be her husband. Her father agreed to the deal with a huge smile, until the sly bamboo girl revealed the tasks on their quests. And here's what happened. Candidate 1 thought he was clever and brought back a stone bowl from a random temple, pretending it was the Buddha's. Kaguya Hime was not fooled, because the bowl did not have a holy glow. Candidates 2 and 3 also tried giving her fake items and were also caught. Candidate 4 gave up during a storm, and Candidate 5, died. So they all failed and went home, except Candidate 5, who went to the underworld. News of the event reached the ears of the Emperor, and he was curious. He pretended to go hunting near the bamboo cutter's place, and succeeded in catching a glimpse of this woman who would not marry. That tiny peek was enough. He fell in love, as emperors are wont to do, and asked for her hand in marriage. She refused. The emperor, famous for his inability to recognize hints when they hit him upside the head, kept proposing to Kaguya Hime for years. She kept politely rebuffing him. One day, Kaguya-hime was looking at the moon, teary-eyed. Her parents were worried and asked her what happened. At first, she pretended it was nothing, but finally admitted her secret. She was not of this world. Her parents were shocked that a child born from a bamboo was not normal. Kaguya-hime said, "Father, the gold you found among the bamboo was sent from the heavens to take care of me. I am from the palace of the moon. I was sent to Earth because of some obligation, but I must return soon." Said that Kaguya-hime had committed a sin long ago, and for that she had to stay for a short time on Earth. But her punishment was over, and she must return home. There was no fighting it. Kaguya-hime apologized to her parents and gave them her cloak as a keepsake. She also gave a guard the elixir of life, which granted immortality, along with an apology letter, and asked him to give it to the emperor. The moon folk then placed a magical feather cloak around Kaguya-hime, and her sadness disappeared, forgotten. She had become a princess of the moon. On the night of the next full moon, her parents were devastated and never left their beds again. When the emperor received the elixir of life and the letter, he was so sad that he ordered his men to go up to the top of a high mountain, the closest place to heaven, and burn the letter and elixir so that they would reach Kaguya-hime above. The emperor did not want to live forever if he could no longer see her. Legends say that the characters for immortality, Fushi, became the name of that very mountain, Mount Fuji. They say the smoke from the fire continues to rise into the sky even today.
The video. Now, please answer the questions that I already give you before you watch the video. For group 1, please answer.
My name is Ayundita Srining Dewi. I'm from group 1. Number 1, the problem from the story is Kaguya-hime wasn't from Earth. Number 2, the conclusion from the story, Princess Kaguya is a lunar creator. Number 3, the message from the story is pray to God and do your best to make your wish come true.
Okay, very good. Now group 2, please. Now group 3 first. Group 3.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
My name is Muhammad Rizky. The problem from the story is Kaguya-hime must come back to the moon. The conclusion from the story, people love Kaguya-hime. The message from the story, do not like to complain when we are in this trouble.
Okay, very good. Now group 2, Ella, please. Please read the answer, Ella, for group 2.
Yes, Miss. My name is from group 2. Number 1, the problem from the story is Kaguya-hime didn't want to marry with men from Earth. Number 2, the conclusion from the story, Kaguya-hime was Earth creator. Number 3, the message from the story, if you reject something, try not often the person who is being rejected.
Okay, very good. Student, we will read 2 kinds of narrative text. Please listen to me and give attention to the text. Okay, please give attention to the text that I will read now. After that, you can read the second text that I will give to you. There lived an old logger named Shigesaku and his son Onokichi. Every year, when the mountains became white snow, they would take their rifle and go hunting. One day, while they were out, vicious clouds rolled in, and they found themselves in the middle of a blizzard. Fortunately, they were able to find a small hut. We have no choice but to spend the night here. Agreed. They were both tired, and while listening to the crackling of the fire, soon fell asleep. The hut's door, pushed by the strong wind, was slammed open, and in an instant the fire was put out. Brr, it's cold. The chill awoke Onikichi, and it was then that he saw the figure of a person. Who is there? From the darkness emerged a young and beautiful woman. You are the Snow Woman. She stood above Shigesaku and began to slowly exhale the white force. As the frost reached his face, his body slowly became paler and paler. The old man died peacefully in his sleep. The snow woman was now moving towards Onikichi. Please spare me. Just as he was about to try to run, she spoke to him softly. You are young and full of life. I will spare you. But if you should ever speak to anyone of these nights, your precious life will come to an end. With that being said, the snow woman became one with the blowing wind and vanished. Onokichi fainted. He awoke the next morning to find his dead father lying beside him, frozen. 1 year later, on a very rainy day, there was a young woman standing in front of Onikichi's house. You're soaking wet. Being the kind man that he was, he brought her in from the rain. She said her name was Oyuki. Onokichi and Oyuki were married and blessed with beautiful children. They had a very happy life. The only problem was that Oyuki couldn't stay days. She would collapse in the heat. But with the help of her tender and caring husband, life went on as normal. One day, as Onokichi was watching his wife do the needlework, he was reminded of that day long ago. Oyuki, once before I have met a woman of your beauty. You look just like her. It was in the mountains, in a blizzard. She was the snow woman. Oyuki became noticeably sad. She said to her husband, I have always feared that you would one day break our promise. Oyuki, what are you saying? Before his eyes, Oyuki's clothes became the color of the snow. Because you have spoken of that day, it is no longer possible for me to live as a human. I will never forget you. Thank you for everything. Please take care of our children. Goodbye. A cold wind opened the door with a slam. Then the snow woman became one with the wind. I will ask you about the text that we already read. Okay. Now, why did Onikichi and her father enter the hut? Iksan?
Me,
Yeah.
we were caught in the middle of blizzard.
Okay. Because they were caught in the middle of blizzard. Okay, now
Oh.
why can't Oyuki stand the heat? Why can't Oyuki stand the heat?
Because she is a snow woman who is identical with the cold.
Okay, with the cold, yeah. And then why did Oyuki leave Onokichi?
For breaking to tell anyone about the figure of the Yuki Onna.
Okay, can you read, Rosna, because your connections? Baca lagi sekali lagi. For breaking?
For breaking a promise not to tell anyone, a promise not to tell anyone about the
Breaking a promise. Very good. Kill. Why?
Kind.
Because art. Moral message. Don't break.
Don't break promise.
Okay, don't
break your promise.
Don't break your promise. Okay, that's good. That's the moral message, yeah, from the story. And now, we already read the first text, yeah. Now, please read the second text. Okay. I give you 5 minutes to read it. The text about Nawang Wulan and Jakatarup. Okay, please read by yourself. And then after you read the text, I will ask you one by one. Okay, you already read the text. Now, please answer my question. Okay, Diki, why does Nawang Wulan only need a grain of rice to cook rice?
Okay. Because she has mystical power.
Okay, because she has mystical power. And then Abdul Kohar, why was the magic of Nawang Wulan missing? Why?
Because Jakatarup saw that there was only a grain of rice in the rice cooker.
Because Jakatarup saw that there was only a grain of rice in rice cooker. Okay, so ya, not saw. Very good, Kohar. And then Adela, who was Nawang Wulan?
Angel.
Okay, very good. Short, but that's true. Why did Nawang Wulan leave Jakatarup?
Because she found herself.
Okay, very good. And the last question for Rosna. Why was moral message from the story?
Don't break your promises.
Okay, very good. After reading Yuki Onna and also Jakatarup and Nawang Wulan, find and compare the differences and similarities between the legends of Yuki Onna and Nawang Wulan. Okay, I already give you 3 groups, yeah, already divided into 3 groups. And group 1, you have to find the similarities and differences in themes. Group 2, similarities and differences in flow. And group 3, similarities and differences in a figure, okay? I already give you the questions before, so please answer from group 1. Please mention the similarities and differences in themes. Ella.
Yes, Miss. My name is Latul Fajriah from group 1. Similarities and difference in them. Similarities, themes are found in conflict resolution. The tragedy of life experienced by Onikichi and Jakatarup was abandoned by their wives because Oyuki could not become human and Nawang Wulan returned to heaven.
Okay.
Difference then regarding regret in Nawang Wulan. Regret was shown by Jakatarup because violated Dewi Nawang Wulan's message. The regret was not found in Yuki Onna's story.
Okay, you can say violated, yeah, not violated. Okay, please correct your pronunciations, yeah, Ella, you have to study more. And then for Rosna, group 2, please answer similarities and differences in flow.
My name is Rosna Nija from group 2. Similarities and difference in flow equation.
Equation. Flow equation.
Flow equation.
Okay.
Conflict on a key breaking the promise. The conflict Jakatarup did not comply with Dewi Nawang Wulan message. The tragedy of life that occurred because Oyuki and Dewi Nawang Wulan could
No.
longer could no longer live in the human world and had to leave their husband and children differences.
Differences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Differences.
Mm-mm.
Japanese folklore, Yuki Onna begins when Onokichi and his father are in a snowstorm and meet the figure of folklore. Dewi Nawangwulan begins when Jakataru stole slots from one of the
Angel.
who was bathing in the lake.
In the lake.
In the lake.
Okay, very good, Rosna. That's good. Now, group 3. Okay, Rosna, just now, yeah.
My name is Trianti Handayani from Group 3.
Okay.
Similarities and difference of figures. Similarities. One main male character, namely the character Onikichi and the character Jakataru. The two figures have something in common, namely that they both failed to keep their promise. Other character in the story, namely the character Yuki Onna and the character Dewi Nawangwulan. The Yuki Onna and Dewi Nawangwulan character are female character who do not come from the human world. Differences. Yuki Onna is a spirit figure or yokai who transforms into a young woman named Oyuki. Meanwhile, Dewi Nawangwulan is an angel.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that's from group 3, Trianti Handayani. Okay, after you read the text and please make the conclusions. Who want to read the conclusion?
Me.
Okay, very good.
The conclusion is Yuki Onna and Nawangwulan are not from the earth. The same things from the story are Yuki Onna and Nawangwulan are kind and they leave their husband and children.
Okay.
The different things are Yuki Onna is spirit figure and Nawangwulan is an angel. The moral message from the both story is don't break promises.
Okay, very good, Fatul. Okay, student, after we study the material today, what is the conclusions for today? What is the conclusions? Not only for the text, but to the whole the activity for today. For example, for legend, what is the conclusions of legend? Okay, Kohar maybe want to answer.
Legend is a story about.
Legend is a story about human event that not has been proven in real history.
That not has been proved in a real history. Very good, Kohar. And then, but for social functions, want to answer?
The social function of legend is to present the story of human action.
Okay, very good. And for how about for the generic structure?
The generic structure of legend is orientation, complication, resolution, reorientation.
Very good. And about how to understand the text? By what? Just now I already give the material for you. The way to understand the text is by
scan.
Okay, scanning and skimming. That's right. Very good. Now to the test. Okay, just now I already give the link in Google Classroom. This is your post test, yeah. Please check your assignment. I already give you a quiz. This is multiple choice. And the questions are the same with the test I already given when we start the activity today. I give you 10 minutes to do the quiz. Okay, please do the quiz from now. It's about 10 minutes to finish the quiz for today. Okay, finish. Okay, I already see the score of your job just now. And most of you score reach KKM. Very good. And even more. Congratulations. Most of you more than the KKM for today. And for your information, the KKM is 70. All right. Relating from the listen goals, we already explained the structure of the text, compare the differences and similarities of two texts, make conclusions from the text, and then construct the sentences into unified paragraph. Okay, finish ya. Already finished, and we already do all our lesson goals for today. And now, so what do you feel after we study? Are you interested?
I still confused about language features. Maybe you can explain this again.
Okay, still confused about language features, yeah. Okay, maybe next week we will study more about language features of the text, yeah. And what about the text?
The text was too long.
Okay, too long, yeah. So maybe I will find the shorter text, yeah. Good. And then, what do you feel? Maybe want to say something?
I like the story.
Okay, you like the story. Very good. This is about heartbroken of the husbands, ya. Kebanyakan suaminya ditinggal sama istrinya karena istri-istri mereka ini bukan berasal dari dunia. Okay, and then what else? About the story, is it happy or sad ending?
Sad ending. Okay. Sad ending.
The story was sad ending, ya. Okay. Okay. For your assignment, please do the quiz in Google Classroom. Okay. After I give you pre-test and post-test, you also have to do the quiz in Google Classroom. Read the text by the method I already given just now, so you do your assignment well. Okay, student, all of you are very great. I will send the results of the test tomorrow. I hope you will better score next meeting. Next week, we will find more information from narrative text, and just now you still confused about language features, yeah? Maybe next week we will study about language feature. All right, we already finished our activity in this class for today. Let's say hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Okay, well, students, it seems that our time is gone. I'm sorry if I made some mistakes. And thank you very much for your attention. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.